All right. Welcome to the end of the line. This, except for getting my hand out of the camera again, my just rambling, whatever. Anyhow, well, here's the deal. It is all together, yes, and you can see it all together, except for, do you see that washer over there on the table? That washer and all his friends, which there are 4 of them. 2 for this side. And let me walk on this side. Well, let you walk on this side. And so you can see the washer here. And, well, there's a staircase in the way. Let me lift this up. There needs to be a washer there, too. And a cotter pin. And that needs a cotter pin. And so does these 2 tires. But other than that, this is the combine. Okay, let me press that down again. It's copper wire, so I'm going to show you. This does turn. Okay, that's the reel that I've been spouting off about in all my other videos. So that's the reel. This is the auger, the one that just broke. It does move. And you see that little spot right there? That's super glue. Anyhow, but it does move back and forth. Not all the way around, because for some reason I didn't quite figure out how to do that. And now for the grand thing. Well, wait a minute. I've got to show you this. This is the seed auger. And yes, it does move. Okay. Now, since this doesn't have the cotter pins in the wheels, I'm not going to roll it very far. But as you can see, it does roll. And it likes to roll. So I'm going to show it to you on this side. The wheels are turning. And there you have it, folks. I did not put one item on because of the fact it is getting to be, oh, excuse me, my hand was in the thing. Here's an aerial view so that you can see the combine. Now, on a normal combine, these days, on a combine, this backside right here, this is indented, and there's a couple spinny things on the bottom side. Well, I don't have enough room, and I'm not going to do it because that's more work. Unfortunately, I don't want more work on this project. I want it finished. So, all I have left that I'm going to do is put cotter pins in these in the axles. So, but yes, that's a ladder. That's the landing. This is kind of my own design for the ladder, but go figure. So, hopefully you enjoy looking at this. And hopefully I'm not just showing off this item. But yes. Alright. Now my arm is twisted, so I'm going to go back around this way. And twist it back around. So, hopefully everybody like it. And if they don't, well, there's always room for improvement. But for this one, in my opinion, is done. Except for that little cotter pin issue, which I'm going to figure out. So, sorry, my hand's in the... And yes, I didn't put a real door in it because I didn't know how to make the hinges for it. And in hindsight, look, I made all this but couldn't figure out a hinge. Go figure. But hopefully everybody enjoys looking at this. All right. For the combine, it's made out of limestone. There's copper wire for the handrail and for I put it as a rope, but for the rope, what is it called? Ladder. And yes, that is, let me see if I can get to the camera. Yeah, that is twisted copper wire. I twisted it myself for different projects and ended up using it on this one. So, but there's even only one piece of plastic in here, and it's that little black piece. It's a spacer, but there's brass. That's a brass fitting that goes over a piece of copper wire that's holding that on. There's steel, which is the axles and the inner, this and the axle that's behind it. And then there's screws, lots of screws. Well, actually, there's only, let's see here, there's 3 screws there. You come over here, and there's 3 screws over here. And then I have let me figure out where my finger's going. Then right in here, there's black tape around the bearing. And I'm not certain if you see it. There's a spring, and the other bearing is actually buried inside this. So it's interesting. I would have shown you how I did that, but it's on both sides. And on this side, you can actually see, well, yeah, you can actually see the spring. But yeah. Now, this looks rough. That's because I used super glue and some rock dust to hold these pieces in while I got this tied together. So, I apologize, but I don't have any ties with super glue except for when it gets stuck to my fingers or my arm right there. I almost had a bad experience with it, but all in all, it's worked out. So it is what it is, and here it is. Hope you all enjoy. I'm going to set it down here so you can actually see. I'm going to slide the camera under so you can see. I don't know what that looked like, but it was pretty strange for me to slide the camera under there. Now, I know I said that in the original one that I was going to have the back tires turn left and right. Well, I couldn't do that because I didn't know how to make the device so that they'll turn left and right. So it is just, what is that called? Forward and backward motion. So, but, well, all right. I got the camera and I'm going to slide out. I don't know. He might like it, the guy I did this for. They might like it, him and his family, but I don't know. Personally, now this is just my personal idea about it. I might pitch it out the window. And again, I might not, because that would be mean. I've spent 4 months on this. Well, I think it's 4 months. August until today, which today is November. I think it's 22nd. Not quite certain, but I do believe. But August 7th to November 20 something. That's how long I spent. Not every day, because I do have a life, but there's a lot of hours put into this, and a lot of mess ups and the whole 9 yards. But it's a project, and when you have a project this big, which is this small technically, it tends to get out of hand. Sorry, my voice broke, but. And you guys are probably wondering how tall it is. I am myself wondering how tall it is. Right at this moment, I don't have. A minute. All right, we're back. That was a slight pause. Now, that is a speed square, and it's a 6-inch speed square. So that's the height. It's 6 inches tall. Let's see if we can do this. This is a rough estimate, by the way. Okay. So, there to there is 6 inches. So, I'm just guessing here. I'd say it's about a foot long. Yeah, it's about a foot long by 6 inches high, which doesn't sound right, but 6 by 12 by, my finger hurts. Ow. Let's see here. That's a 13-inch, I remember that. So this is 13 plus the extension, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's big and it's heavy. So I'm done rambling.